Outdoors Delmarva covers everything outdoors,
including real hunting and fishing situations involving wildlife.
We do our best each week to bring you tasteful content,
but viewer discretion is advised.
Now enjoy the show.
We begin this week in Millsboro for a DNREC youth fishing tournament at Ingram's Pond.
The Big Pond in Ocean Pines plays host to the annual Free Family Fishing Day.
Scorchy shows the grandkids that you can get more than fish on a wet line in Crisfield.
And then it's up to Pocomoke City for the Worcester County Rec and Parks Fishing Derby.
Outdoors Delmarva starts right now.
Welcome to Outdoors Delmarva, the show that celebrates our communities, our cultures and traditions, and the places we call home. My name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch. And Jason, it's really getting hot out here lately.
It certainly is. And now is a great time to remind those folks at home that while you're out there enjoying all of Outdoors Delmarva, wearing light clothing, reapplying that sunscreen on a regular basis, finding shady spots, and hydrating are keys to preventing heat-related illnesses.
Right, and I've learned that keeping a spray bottle of mist is always a good option too. Wouldn't you agree?
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
Partnerships with government agencies are vital for the survival of activities like recreational fishing.
And a little friendly competition at the DNREC Youth Fishing Tournament doesn't hurt.
I'm actually from East Shore, Virginia, but spending time over here with my dad, just trying to have a fun time. I was just chilling in school the other week. My dad texted me. He's like, "You want to do a fishing tournament? There's a youth tournament over here. It's free." So I said, "Why not? Might as well." I've been fishing like little ponds before I can remember, but I've been getting more serious about it this past year. I've already got one fish on the board, so if we can just get numbers, I'll be all right. I think it brings a lot of people together, you know what I mean? It lets a lot of people come out, meet new people, meet new fishermen, learn new stuff. You can always learn something from somebody else.
All right, Webb, what are you out here doing today?
Fishing.
Fishing? You catch anything?
Yes.
Tell me what you caught.
Just a couple bluegill.
Couple bluegill? How long you been fishing?
Like an hour.
An hour today, but how long your whole life?
More than 100 hours.
More than 100 hours? Do you think you're gonna win today?
Yes.
Okay, what makes you think you're gonna win?
I don't know. I haven't seen anybody catch as much fish as me.
Here you're a good fisherman.
Uh-huh.
What makes you a good fisherman?
Because I'm skilled.
Because you're skilled? I heard in this particular tournament, you're skilled.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that?
I won it 8 years in a row, but it's not looking like it this way. I got 3, but I'm working on it.
Day's still young?
Yeah.
My daughter wanted to go fishing to the fishing tournament. She's fished this for the last 3 or 4 years. It's more about learning and being outdoors instead of being inside and video games and stuff. It's more structured.
To stay informed with future DNREC events, subscribe to their online magazine, Outdoor Delaware, by going to dnrec.delaware.gov.
Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. We'll be right back.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
We'd love to see the evolution of great events here on Delmarva. From humble beginnings of dads taking their kids fishing to a full-blown family event.
We're talking about the Free Family Fishing Day at the Big Pond in Ocean Pines.
So Free Family Fishing Day is, we're here in Ocean Pines at the Big Pond. We put this event on each year. My church runs the event. I host it. Sunrise Church does a phenomenal job with gathering everybody together, getting all the awards and stuff, taking care of all the sign-ups. I just host it. I bring people like Sarah and other bass anglers here to help out with the kids, to get kids outside, get them out from behind the TV, enjoying God's creation. And hey, we had 4 people today catch their very first fish. I mean, that right there is a win in our book for everything, because they're our future anglers. So if we can introduce them to the sport, let them have a day of fun. We don't make it super long. We're only here till 11. We try to make it short and sweet, and that's why we're here. We're fishing for largemouth bass, carp, catfish, and bluegill, and perch.
TBF is Delaware Bass Federation. We host 5 buddy tournaments a year, and then we have an SQT that goes directly to semi-nationals, and it's Delaware waters, DC waters, and Maryland waters. And then we can go to nationals straight from there. We do have a youth program that we're trying to get up and running. This is part of that. We come out here to help JC to get the kids involved, so we can hope to have them go to a national tournament. Last year we had about 32 anglers. We're up to about 44 anglers. Now I say 44, it's actually 88, so it's 2 per boat. Okay. So we're up to 88 anglers. Find us on Delaware TBF on the website. My contact information's on there. We have a buddy tournament. It's also DelawareTBF.com. On the regular internet. We have an application. You can just go in there. All you do is send in your money to get into the draw, or you can meet us at the ramp.
Some of my sponsors, like Big Mouth Lures, have been with me since I started this event, and never have they ever asked for anything. And then they know it's coming in June every year. They'll call me up and say, hey, here's anything to help a kid out. Freedom Baits has been phenomenal with helping out. The Delaware TBF for bringing the trailer out. Sarah taking time out of her day. I'm sure she'd probably like to be on the water today too, much like myself. But she sees the calls. Once you tell them you're doing something for kids to help out, they throw it to you. The fishing community is so willing to reach out and help in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't matter.
Get in contact with us. We will take you out. If you don't have a boat, we have plenty of anglers who are willing to take you and your child out to help get you into the sport. They are willing to take anybody out who doesn't have a boat to get these kids involved.
Every year, it's the first or second weekend in June. Stop by, try it out for one time. Maybe you'll get that bite, that hook, line, and sinker. And then you'll be back in 10 years screaming and hollering because you caught the biggest bass. Just like what happened today. Give it a chance. Get outdoors, Delmarva!
After seeing so many big smiles, I think it's safe to say that there are a lot of young anglers who are now hooked.
Be sure to follow JC Wimbrow on Facebook and Instagram to stay up to date with all of the fishing events he has on the line.
We'll see more bouncing bobbers when Outdoors Delmarva returns.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Getting kids outside to get a line wet doesn't necessarily have to be fishing.
And as we see in this week's Remembering Scorchy Taws, catching crustaceans can qualify.
Say that 5 times fast.
Catching crustaceans can qualify. Catching crustaceans can qualify. Okay, I can't do it.
Honoring the life and legacy of Scorchy Taws. Thanks to Shorts Marine in Long Neck, Delaware. Shorts Marine. Everything but the water.
My crabbing guests today were right on time. Andrew and Michael the boys, and Kimberly the tomboy. She can hold her own with any of the guys. Their crabbing method, chicken necking it's called. Crabs dearly love chicken too, you know. Just hang a chunk on a piece of string with just enough weight to carry it to the bottom and you're in business. These guys put out 5 lines and took turns being either a puller or a dipper. Andrew and Kimberly are experienced chicken neckers.
Should we keep him?
Michael was getting his baptism of crustacean fire and found out right away that his reflexes have got to be quicker than the crab's reflexes. Now, Michael ain't no dummy. He learns fast. And by the time Andrew became the puller, which was only a minute or so later, Michael had become an expert. Chicken necking is a sport for all ages, but especially for kids, and unlike some other forms of recreation, is just about devoid of boredom. As long as it's crab season and you're dunking chicken in salt water, chances are you're going to have a reasonable number of taut strings. The crab is hunted 365 days a year, and if ever the day comes when his fortune dips before the gathering cloud of overharvest and the onslaught of yet unharnessed pollution, let's hope there will always be enough for the chicken neckers, especially for those wide-eyed kids who go down to the docks and piers with string in their hands and hope in their hearts. Chicken necking will be among the days that will be etched deeply in their library of childhood memories. And one day in the distant future, they'll return, bringing with them the ones they love, and the torch will be passed.
All you need for a good day of crabbing is a crab net, some twine, piece of chicken, and 3 grandchildren. You'll be sure to have a ball.
Remembering Scorchy Taws is presented by Shorts Marine, online at shortsmarine.com.
Did you know that all sea bass are born females, with some waiting to become males after reaching the age of 5 years old?
Did you know that the world record black sea bass was caught in Virginia Beach and weighed in at 10 pounds 4 ounces?
And did you know that the black sea bass actually has quite a bit of blue in its scales that becomes less visible when removed from the water?
Now you do.
Did You Know is sponsored by North Bay Marina. Outdoors Delmarva will be right back. You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
This is the Outdoors Delmarva Young Angler Special.
And we continue with it by heading to Pocomoke City for a fishing derby.
We're at Newtown Park in Pocomoke City, Maryland, and we are at our 5th annual fishing derby. Well, it came from a passionate employee of mine who is actually now the director of parks. He loves fishing, and so do I, but he started this program about 5 years ago, just with the joy of fishing and wanting to bring a free event to the community. I think the numbers are going to be lower than typical, but I think that it's going to still be a great turnout. We have 75 registered for the event. This pond is about 10 acres behind me, and it's a wonderful pond, honestly, because it has a lot of bass. That's the main thing that we catch out of here are bass. And then we also have a lot of smaller fish that are great for the younger children to catch as well. So it's a great little secret spot. I say secret, it won't be secret after this, but if you choose to fish here outside of this event, you would, any adults that are fishing on the property would need a fishing license though.
My dad actually owns the store Seahawks Sports Center in Pocomoke, Maryland. He's been working there since he was about 13 to 14 years old. He bought the store when he was 19, and he's now, I believe he's 46, and he's still owning it. Today he provided all the bait. I believe he provided some tackle too. My dad's a firm believer in just giving back to the community and just seeing the future generation of anglers just be included and get outdoors. The kids, I mean, they're provided with an excellent time, pretty much zero cost. We even provide some of the rods, tackle, stuff like that, but all this bait and stuff, my dad provided it all so that way they can just get out here and have a great time. I'm very proud of my dad. Believe I don't say it enough, but I just find it amazing that someone has that kind of giving back to the community. It's not a trait that we see that much anymore, but I'm very proud of him.
Oh yeah, I've been fishing as long as I can remember. Grew up in a fishing family, been fishing ever since, and now I'm at a point in time in my life where I actually make and manufacture lures that I sell around the Eastern Shore, and I love just giving back to the community. It's awesome to get kids into fishing in the outdoors. I come every year to help out with the kids. I mean, I'm a very passionate fisherman myself, and I think it's really important to give back to the community. So at events like this, it's really awesome to show up, help the kids learn how to fish, and get them excited about fishing in the outdoors. We help them measure them at the table, unhook them if we need to, and tie up their poles, help them cast, any of the things that they'll need to know how to do. And then, of course, taking all the notes and everything to make sure we find the right winner at the end of the day. In my world, I don't think there's anything more important than getting the youth of the nation into fishing and into the outdoors. If we don't get them excited about it, there's nobody that's going to carry the torch and continue to protect and love the outdoors like we do.
I think it's a big deal. There's not very often that you can go to an event that's free and offered for the community, and to give the kids the opportunity to make a memory. Most important thing for me is making a memory for the kids, and also just giving them the opportunity to fish. We don't usually have that opportunity for everywhere, just because there's not really those spaces to fish, or a lot of times people don't know that these places are here and you're allowed to fish here. So it's a great opportunity for the kids to get out and get outside.
Worcester County Rec and Parks has a great schedule of summer fun, so be sure to check out their website, worcesterrecandparks.org.
And we'll check out a few young angler photos when Outdoors Delmarva returns.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
It's time to flip through the photo album and take a look at your latest pictures.
Thanks to our friends at North Bay Marina.
8-year-old Declan Keene of Sharptown is no stranger to the show, and he's making a name for himself as quite the angler.
Maddie Mae Price, pictured here with her dad Mike, shows off the 43-inch red drum they reeled in from the Tangier Sound.
Carly Coey of Seaford, along with her friend Emmy Duncan of Laurel, are having so much fun fishing that Carly's little sister Sadie just had to get in on the action.
And 10-year-old Oscar Maloof of Berlin holding this big red off of Smith Island. And it doesn't matter how long you've been fishing, anglers of all ages know that smile all too well.
Outdoors Delmarva viewer pictures are sponsored by North Bay Marina.
Well, that'll just about do it for us this week. Thank you so much for tuning in.
And thanks so much for sending in those wonderful viewer photos. You can submit your own photo by going to outdoorsdelmarva.com and click Submit Your Photo at the top of the page, or scan the QR code at the bottom corner of your screen.
Now, before we let you go, wanted to let you know about a great event coming to Pocomoke City.
The second annual Pocomoke River Poker Run to benefit the Delmarva Discovery Museum is coming up on Saturday, June 29th.
For more information or to buy your tickets, check out the event on the museum's Facebook page.
Or at their website, delmarvadiscoverycenter.org.
We hope to see you right back here again next week, but until then, my name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch, and we hope to see you
Outdoors Delmarva.
Outdoors Delmarva, a Draper Media production, is presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. Sponsored by Shorts Marine and Bell Creek Equipment.
Okay.
All right, practice run.
What do you mean practice run?
Practice run. To make sure you say your lines right.
Or,
okay,
for lack of a better phrase, we call this the dry run.
The dry run, literally.
Okay.
There's no spray.
Literally.
But we're not doing the wet. Okay, we're not doing the wet part of the dry run.
No.
Okay, good. All right. And I'm Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch. And Jason, it's really getting hot out here.
It certainly is, and now is a great time to remind folks at home that you need to wear light clothing, find a shady spot.
The dry run.
Yeah, right. Make sure you're reapplying that light sunscreen and.